Yeah, so born in a village, dirt floors, no running water, no bathroom. That was back in 1982. I'm old now. But yeah, so lived there for first 6, 7 years of my life, raised by my grandma for a couple of years, and then made the trek to the States in 1993. That's when I can literally say, I used to be ashamed of this. I ran across the border, and that's really where my entrepreneurship was awakened. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty good start to a story, by the way. I don't think I know I haven't interviewed anybody that started out in with dirt floors and no bathroom. So it's quite
Yeah.
a rags to riches beginning. So yeah, please keep going. This is very interesting.
Well, yeah, so obviously today I wake up every morning pinching myself because when, as an 8-year-old kid running across the border, if you had told me you're going to be experiencing all of these things, I would have just said you're crazy. Because really, truly, where we come from is very limited beliefs of you are going to, especially in that village, right? You're going to have a family by the time you're like 21, and then you're going
Mm.
to have 4 kids and work in a farm, and you're going to make $25 a week, and that's the norm. Well, my dad had bigger vision, and he was like, no, we can't have our kids do this. So he made sacrifice to come over. So now we're here, and we in the land of opportunity. We've never seen stoplights, we've never seen restaurants, we've never seen
Jeez.
skyscrapers. This is all like a whole crazy world for us. So for me, and I like to tell this story when I do share my story, is that I was already kind of entrepreneur because my grandma would basically, the way we fed ourselves was through to sell food on the street. So we would sell food on the street. That was the first like glimpse of entrepreneurship, right? Coming to the States, we had to basically stay in a limited, like we had to stay kind of hidden because we were illegal aliens, really. And so we were allowed to go to Sunday to a swap meet, and we'd get $5. And I found this old comic book stand, and with my limited English that I knew, I started to see kids were really excited about these colorful books. So I would go buy them for 10 cents a piece, go to school, talk them up because I noticed that they were really excited about the number one, number two editions. I started to market those. I would exchange them for really fancy X-Men comic holographics, go into the comic book the next week, sell them for a much higher profit, and eventually I was able to afford my own calculator, which till the day I like to say, my dad accused me of stealing, which I've never stolen anything in my life, proud to say. But he was like, "Where are you getting all this money?" And I was like, "Well, I'm basically flipping it." And so that was the first actual like business venture that I had in like third, fourth grade.
That's amazing. And you use the money to buy a calculator.
A calculator that I needed, yes.
Man, how awesomely nerdy and cool is that?